Greetings. Many years ago, when I was still a regular employee working at a hospital in northern New York, the administrator of finance came to me and said, "We'd like you to be corporate compliance officer for our facility." At the time, I said, well, okay, I can do it, but we have to have one major caveat. Someone who did what I did, which was basically handle the incoming cash and revenue of the hospital, really wasn't supposed to do it because then I would be responsible for auditing my own department, which wasn't legitimate. Anyway, the thing I told him was I had to report directly to the CEO and the board. I couldn't go to him. I couldn't talk to him first about anything I found. That had to be the way it was. And I wanted it in writing. And I got it. So now I'm the main guy. I'm the top dog. And I could pretty much do whatever I wanted if I was that kind of person. But that was never the kind of leader I wanted to be. So what I did was I coerced in my own way a lot of other people to come in. So I got some directors from other departments. I got some regular employees. I got a couple of nurses. I got someone from the nursing home. In essence, I built a team of people. There were probably 11 or 12 of us. And that then gave me a group of people who we could sit down, come up with topics, come up with how we were going to conduct the audits, how we were going to encourage the department folks who we were going to audit to work with us. And it wasn't all on me. I didn't have to be the total boss. I was the guy in charge, so everything kind of had to filter through me. But I worked this pretty much by committee. Yes, in the final end, it was going to be my decision, but I wanted input from everybody. And you know what happened? What happened overall is that we did a good job, but I didn't always get what I wanted. I went in with specific ideas for everything, how I always wanted things to go, but I didn't always get it. At a time, I wanted it, but once you start talking to everybody, you realize, you know what? I don't have to be right all the time. I can let someone else do it. We can negotiate ways to do it. And I needed a united front when we made a decision as a committee, because then we were going to go to directors who weren't part of the committee, and we were going to make them do stuff, and we were going to coerce them, and they may not like it, but having a united front and knowing I reported directly to the CEO of the hospital, that was kind of empowering. Like I said, we did great work. We kept notes. We reported on ourselves. We self-reported to Medicare or, the federal government and the state government if we needed to. We ran things by the corporate legal system that we had within our organization. We did a lot of stuff. But like I said, I didn't get everything I wanted. I was the top guy, but I knew that, one, sometimes you have to work with other people and they may come up with some ideas that are better. I'm not going to say that I was always right. I will say I was right most of the time, but when we disagreed, we had to talk things through, because that's really how leadership is supposed to work. You have to be willing to basically say, yes, you know what, we don't have a consensus, we're going to do this. You have to get all the information you want, but that's really how it's supposed to work. Now, contrast that to what we actually have going on in Washington right now. I don't like to talk politics, so I'm not going to talk politics. What I am going to say is that over the last almost 30 years, we do not have Congress talking with each other. We have people who have agendas, and their agendas don't seem to be taking care of the rest of us. They really don't. I mean, back in the day when you had Tip O'Neill, there's a name you need to go back and look up. Anyway, he knew that he wasn't going to get everything, but they talked. And maybe you didn't end up with perfect legislation, but you know what? Things got passed. Republicans got a little bit of something, Democrats got a little bit of something, and we moved on. That's how it used to be. Now, everyone wants everything exact, and no one talks with anybody. They may go into a room and they're saying that they're talking, but they're not. And you just can't operate that way. And what you're finding out is the person who supposedly is in charge, the top dog, ain't getting what that person wants. It's just not going to happen. Now, at some point, things are going to crash. I mean, let's face the fact here. Who wants to fly right now when you don't have anyone, flight controllers or whatever? We don't have any of those people. A lot of those people aren't getting paid, and a lot of them have been calling in, and now you're going to have fewer people working more hours and getting tired while we're up in airplanes trying to get places. I don't want any part of that. I don't know how you feel, But, this is the thing about leadership. You have to sometimes realize you just can't get everything you want. You have to work with other people. You have to find a way to get maybe a little bit of what you want and give other people a little bit of what they want. It's never going to be perfect. And, you know, this is what leaders do. This is what real leaders do. They don't think about themselves. They think about everybody else. They get their data, they get their information, they're truthful with each other, and then they go out and get it. That's my take on it anyway. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that the person in charge should always make all the decisions, or should they work with other people to try to at least get things done for the greater good? My name is Mitch Mitchell. Let me know your thoughts. Hope you have a great day.